Hi guys, welcome back to another painting tutorial. So today I'm going to show you a really simple method for painting clean white with a little bit of battle damage as well. So it's really important that we start off with a nice clean coat of grey Seer, Undercoat. And now I'm just going to apply one coat of Apothecary White Contrast Paint and Contrast Medium, looking at a 1-1 mix of this, and just add a small amount of water as well. And after having given that a reasonable amount of time to dry, I'm now just going to do some careful edge highlighting with Ulthuan Grey. Now, I sometimes find Ulthuan Grey can be a little bit clumpy, so to counter this you can add, well, I suppose just a reasonable amount of water. However, you can also add just a small amount of medium to help smoothen it out a little bit as well. And as always, just to mention as well, I am using my Raphael 8404 size 30 brush. Now it's really important that you do use one of your more sort of brand new brushes, detail brushes, when painting white. It's really important just to get these lines as smooth and clean as possible, as going back, at least in my opinion, going back and correcting white can be quite difficult. For example, we'd have to go back to grey Seer and start to tidy that up a little bit. But if you do happen to make a mistake, don't stress too much, as the final detail of this tutorial would be able to cover up some of those mistakes anyway. And now just using your preferred white acrylic paint. For this particular one, I'll be using Bold Titanium White by Pro Acryl. As always though, any white acrylic will do just fine. So essentially just following over some of the Ulthuan Grey, as you can see just at the top end of the helmet here. And also just at the front of the helmet as well. And just the most raised areas around the lenses as well. Now, if you're wanting to go for just simple clean white without any battle damage, you can certainly skip this step. However, I really wanted to add just a touch more detail, as though these Blade Guard veterans have been in battle. So just using some Rhinox Hide and still using the same brush as well. I should mention it is fairly watered down. So not to the level of which you would use for shading, for example. However, just add a little extra water. Just to maximize your control, as we really want to make these little scratch marks as small as possible. Just so that the battle damage works in scale with the size of the miniature. Obviously, really large scratches in armor can look cool. But I really wanted the overall look of the white to be the dominant feature, and this is just a subtle little addition. So as you can see, with the few that we've done so far, they're really barely visible. However, I'll be adding some slightly larger little scratch marks as well. Another thing to mention as well, obviously you can highlight underneath the scratches if you'd like to. However, considering how small they are, I was really happy with how they looked just as a standalone marking using the Rhinox Hide. Another little thing you can do when doing battle damage like this is essentially place a marker, as you can see at the front part of the lens there, of the armor near the lens. I've just placed a very small mark, and that gives me a point in which I can work from, and then do a little line just working downward. So sometimes just doing that initial placement can be really helpful. And with that, my Blade Guard Veteran is complete. So a really short and simple one today, guys, but I hope you found this one useful. And as always, if you would like to support the channel, the links will be in the description below. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but if you're intending on purchasing any of your hobby needs from Australia, the USA, or the UK, those links will be in the description below, and it does help me out a lot. So I really do appreciate it. Thank you for watching. I will see you again in the next one.